So good evening, good afternoon, or good morning, whatever time it may be in your world. Let me come over here. Oh my goodness. It's like I need to sit down. So how are you doing? How's everybody? Rob?
I'm doing. We good. We're doing good.
Excellent.
Yeah, yeah,
So
we're doing good.
everybody, I'm actually on a Zoom call with Mr. Rob Silver, Coach Rob
Hello.
Silver. And Coach Rob Silver has made a wonderful life for himself and his family called It's Balanced. So you can reach him at itsbalanced.com. It's ITS balanced, BALANCED.com. So Rob, talk to us and tell us how you're doing. Talk to us and tell us about that beautiful little baby in your hands.
Yeah. So, as Crystal said, my name is Coach Rob Silver. I created a company called It's Balance, and it's because I believe the world is already at balance. And the only reason I can believe that is because we all here and we on it. So something must be going right. And a lot of times we don't feel like everything's going right. Most of the time we think it's going wrong, or we only think it's going right for a little bit. But my perception is it's always balanced. And it's up to us to look at both sides and look at the negative and the positive and find the peace within the two, that middle ground. And that's where meditation comes in. Meditation is something that puts you in an alpha state, right? And so often, especially as men, like I'm the alpha male, right? Alpha always seems to be like this term that we use in order to like what? Show our power. Alpha is how we show our power, right? But I just stated that alpha means that you're in a state of awareness, which is like dreaming, which is your subconscious, and you are empowered. You're in power of yourself, of your mind and your body. And what better to be in power of than yourself? So I teach techniques and methods through a method called Qigong in order to help people become empowered themselves. And this beautiful little girl right here, I was empowered to have her. She's 4 months now, and about, man, I don't want to do all the math right now, but it take 8 months to have him. She's 4 months old, so about a year and some change ago, I was sitting in meditation, and my spirit said, Robert, it's time. And I was like, time for what? He's like, man, you know what I'm talking about. This is time for a kid. And I'm like, but we in COVID. I just started a new company. What do you mean, Spirit? And the Spirit said, you know better than to question me. And I was like, I already know that. So I went forth and I walked outside. My lady was sitting on this couch I'm sitting on right now in front of you. And I said, babe, it's time. And she looked at me and said, Negro, I already knew. So that just lets you know that I'm in a relationship with somebody who's spiritually connected, and so am I. And when your spirit, your energy, your vibe lets you know things, you follow it. And then you become the own scientist of your life and of your story. Because if you don't follow it, then you really don't know what you're working on. You just kind of going random. But when I listen to it, and a week later on this same couch, I made love to my lady. And right after we got done, I said, babe, it's done. And sure enough, we took that test a few days later, and she was pregnant. And I share that for a couple reasons. I'm proud of myself because I listened to my spirit and I'm able to conceive a child. That's something I'm proud of. You know, if you got ego about something, what? Daddy talking too much? What you gotta say? Because you had something to do with it too. It wasn't all just us. You was giving us the message. Well, you tell the people. Tell them.
Hi, baby.
I know you don't have quite the words yet, but as you can see, she's just as present here, and she wants to communicate with us as well.
What is her name?
And this is Armani.
Armani. Hi,
Yes, you can
Armani.
say hello. This is
Hi,
Armani Chanel,
Armani.
the princess of all princesses, huh?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Let's see. You like to stand up, don't you?
And then what?
Yeah. And Armani was just taking a nap, and she just woke up. But as you can see, she live and she live. Okay, okay.
She knew it
That's
was
right.
time to be on television.
She liked it. We're gonna switch up the camera a little bit here,
Okay.
so that and cause she does like to be up and moving around.
Okay. 4 months old.
4 months old, yeah. That's my princess. I have two of them. I have a 4-year-old as well.
Okay. So Armani, what did you have for breakfast today?
Say booby milk. Say booby milk. You get your booby milk today?
Booby milk.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh.
That's
You
my
getting
lady and I. We did it with our first child, and I think it's one of the hardest, best things you could ever do for your kid because that milk is made for that baby.
That's right.
And my first child, God bless her, knock on wood, she rarely got sick or got any infections or anything. And I think it has a lot to do with it. She had milk from the source.
That's
So we
correct.
decided we got to do the same thing with this one, or we get to do the same thing with this one because she's been healthy. I mean, to have a healthy baby, a baby that's not sick, that's a blessing.
Yes.
And it really takes you as a parent making the time to do that. And I think a lot of people don't do it because it is time consuming and it does infringe on your life. But what a beautiful infringement, which is a healthy, beautiful baby, you know?
Yes. Yes. Beautiful. That is so great. And I'll say congratulations to you. One, I'll say
Thank you.
congratulations to you for listening to your spirit and learning how to be in tune with your spirit. And I know you talk about it through your meditation and your qigong. And I know that it is important, and I know that we have missed it. I'm 61 years of age, and I have yet to really fully meditate. I mean, I do probably better now than I've ever done with the breathing and, you know, feeling it go through my body. I can feel things in my feet, my legs and my feet, when I breathe in deep and let it out. It's like I can feel it going from, here all the way down to my feet. And that's like very interesting to me because I've never felt, like that before. I've never felt that before. So it just tells you the importance of your breath and the power of your breath. So,
Yeah, right.
and earlier I was on a show with Lawanda Staten, and Lawanda was talking about the differences that we have in our life, the dark skin, the light skin, the good hair, the bad hair, and all of the things that we've learned, the wrong things we've learned in life, and how we've raised our families in all of these wrong elements. Now we're here dealing with this stuff. But had we had meditation and qigong, which, explain to what qigong is.
So, chi, which is spelled QI, and you pronounced it very well, is like cheese without the SC on the end, chi. And it's spelled QI, and it means energy. And gong, which is spelled GONG, means skill. So it's to skillfully work with the energies of your body, which you're doing very beautifully right now. And we have these energies around us and through us all throughout the day. And 90% of the time, we're paying attention to other things. So these things aren't really something we build an awareness or relationship with. And through these movements and skillfully, we learn to build an awareness of these energies and notice that there's more to life. And it's our energy and the energies around us. So that's a little bit what Qigong is.
Okay.
And I heard you say like if meditation was something that, a lot of people say this. Meditation is something